Hi guys, my name is Sean and I just wanted to share with you guys, me being me, I wanted to share and show my process of drawing and creating this morning Mario picture. I'm really excited about it. Um, you might not know this or you might not be able to tell, but I'm actually a pretty big fan of Mario and all things Nintendo. Really looking forward for the Switch to come out. Um, and I love to draw. This is actually my first time to really use this program, GIMP, which if you've used it before, you probably can, say that it's pretty good. I like it so far. I really do enjoy it. Um, I've used Photoshop before, but I haven't used as much of the drawing tools in either program. And so I'm excited to kind of get in and mess around with some of these drawing tools. You can already see that I've kind of gotten started already. I was testing it out. It's coming out pretty good. I'm really excited about it. Um, really looking forward to seeing how this comes out. And if you have any tips or suggestions for me, greatly appreciated because, like I said, I am new to this program and I'm very excited to see, what other features might be available to me. Um, but if you haven't used this program before, if you haven't used a drawing program before, this tool is just fantastic, the Paths tool, because one of the things that I really don't like doing when I'm trying to digitize my artwork is having to redraw everything line by line by line. And this tool is really cool because it lets you kind of get in and put in these little points, these little vertexes, and then lets you just kind of bend the line. Click where you want the bend to go, and then you can stretch things out and kind of change it out based on what you need. And you can just match the curve of the lines that you already have available. It's not perfect. You'll probably see once I actually form this into a line. It does have little things that you have to tweak, but in all honesty, I really enjoy it a lot more than having to go in step by step drawing each line and redrawing each line. Um, I'm a little bit of a perfectionist, so that can drive me just absolutely crazy. Uh-oh. There we go. But you can see now just how how well these lines are matching up here. You can see that down here where I haven't finished yet, they're straight lines. I haven't made them into curves yet. But really easy to do. I mean, very easy. Just take your line, stretch it out a little bit, and I mean, some of the lines don't even need very much of a change at all. This one we want to just match a slight arm curve. Um, One of the things I used to really enjoy about Photoshop when I used it, and I haven't used Photoshop or a program like GIMP in quite a few years, but one of the things that I really enjoyed about it was layers. If you haven't gotten a chance to use layers before, whew, I love it. You can say it's almost like the way I think about it is if you have ever used tracing paper and you could put one layer as being your pencil line, one layer to be your colors of your thing, and it just all becomes one big thing. That's the way I kind of think of layers, and it's really nice because you can do one layer in front of another and keep it from disturbing any of the other things like the lines. That way you don't accidentally color over a line if you put the colors behind the lines, or vice versa. And that really makes it a great option. Like I said before, if you're seeing me do something and you're thinking, what is he doing? There's an easier way to do this. It's probably because I probably don't know it yet. I am still learning with this program. Very excited to be using it. It's actually a lot of fun. Um, I really enjoy it. Um, as far as this picture is concerned, how I came about deciding how to draw, what to do is I was actually watching some Let's Play videos of Mario Maker, and I thought to myself, because I'm a huge fan of the Super Mario Bros. 3 games, oh, and I love the blocks, I love the artwork, so I decided I was going to make a piece of art that used primarily Super Mario Bros. 3 um, blocks and creatures, you know, thwomps. Well, I don't have thwomp in here, but I mean chain chomp, because I thought it'd be really fun to have Mario have a chain chomp for a pet. Let's see. There we go. But yeah, so if you look at my artwork, you can absolutely tell. You can see the chain chomp. I tried to incorporate as many things from the Super Mario Bros. 3 world as I could, but I did want to incorporate some other things, like the Fire Flower from Super Mario World, the flagpole from the original Super Mario Bros., and the doors from Super Mario Bros. 2. I thought that would be a fun little touch to just kind of add that in there. From there, I just kind of had to decide what I wanted Mario to be doing, and at the end of the day, um, I don't know about you, but I'm a huge fan of having a cup of coffee. Um, Actually, at the beginning of the day, I should say, I'm a huge fan of having a cup of coffee, and I feel like Mario could definitely benefit himself from having a cup of coffee, so that's what I decided to do. So, if you can see what I'm doing right now, I'm almost finished here. I'm just tweaking the last little bits, making sure that I get this curve the way I want it. No, I don't like that curve like that. Let's try that again. There we go. Perfect. Now that that's done, now that I've got this line outlined, what I'm going to do is I'm going to select stroke path, and I'm going to make it how the line as thick as I want, which in this case I want the thickness to be 12. That's what I'm doing for the outline of my Mario. And voila, there it is. There's my Mario's outline. As like I said, it's not perfect. There are some little areas I need to touch up, like this area right here, and that's a quick fix. Just take a little bit of an eraser. But yeah, I don't have a background in anything artistic. For a while, I was trying to become a computer animator, but I could not afford the tuition, sadly. So my background is in education, and I do teach as my primary job, but I'm really mostly doing this to share and be a part of the YouTube community, be meet other people who are fans of Mario and fans of art like myself. I'm really excited about it, and so I hope that you enjoy this too. I hope that you share and comment. Um, you know, if I'm saying too much or if I'm doing something else too much, let me know. I'm pretty new at videos. I used to make a few videos for my students and my classes, um, but I don't do that anymore as much. I actually teach mostly online now, which I like. I do like teaching online. It's really enjoyable. Um, but I really do enjoy this program, this GIMP program. And if you haven't used it before, really definitely suggest, giving it a shot. Try it out. It's free. You can just search Google for GIMP, and it's a great tool. I'm enjoying it so far. It has a lot of the features that um, you know paid versions would have. And like I was saying, the reason I like this as opposed to a app or a software such as Paint or Freshdesk, those programs that let you paint like as if it were a canvas. I like that you can manipulate things here, that you can take your time, make it work for your character. The live brushstrokes are nice, but I'd rather honestly do that usually on a piece of paper with a real brush. In these cases, I really like to be able to take what I have and just kind of mess with it, like this here. Like just being able to do that. Oh, that makes me so excited. I love that. Oh, I love it so much. But yeah, I can't get over how technology lets us be so much more creative. Some of the other videos I want to be shooting later are using programs like 3D modeling programs, such as Tinkercad, which is a free modeling program, to make creations. I actually have a 3D printer, and if you've ever used a 3D printer or seen or heard of a 3D printer, then you know it's pretty cool. It takes a little bit of work to get used to learn, but it is pretty cool, and you can really do some amazing things with it. All right, I'm almost done with this next leg here. Um, but yeah, so I'm actually a teacher. I actually teach now. I used to teach in the classroom, but earlier this year, I decided to move away from that. I tried other jobs. I tried actually car sales. That is not a job for me. If you are in car sales, my heart goes out to you. That job takes some emotional strength. It really does. Anyways, I actually went back into teaching, but not in a classroom. I actually teach online now, and I really enjoy that. The really cool thing is the group of people I'm teaching allows me to do projects like this extra time and spend more time with my family, which is really great. You know, I really enjoy spending time with my family and sharing with them these really cool, opportunities to like for Christmas, that's one of the reasons I always like teaching in the classroom is that, you had Christmas break and you had most of your weekends off and your days off. I'm a big family man. And I really like to be expressive and I like to have the time to be expressive. I don't know if you feel that way, but I really enjoy that. So as you can see, I'm just kind of coming in and making some slight modifications to these lines. For the most part, it came out really good. But like I said, just a little bit of work here. And I'm actually right now using a mouse and keyboard. My hope is that I'll be getting a stylus and touch screen soon, and that should really give me little bit more ability to kind of move through here a little bit more quickly and kind of just make my choices on how everything looks. And man, I just love how good that looks. Oh, I can't get over it. It's so amazing to me. All right, now we're going to add the next outline here. Let's see. Grab our outline, our um, paths tool, make a new path. But yeah, this is less of a tutorial and more of, just me shooting the breeze. Um, I really do enjoy, the YouTube community. I love, subscribing. I love seeing what other people do with their lives. It's really amazing. And so I'm really excited about this. I'm really excited to have this opportunity to kind of um, get into YouTube and make some videos. Very good. So almost done with the outline of Mario. The one thing I like about this project, and really about art in general, is that a lot of cases art can go as fast or as slow as you want it to go. It doesn't have to be a project that takes, a couple days, but it can be. And this project is going to take a couple days, I think. And I'm really okay with that. When I'm ready for a faster project, I'll do something smaller. The other thing I love about art is just the fact that it's really the way you can be you. Um, if you don't draw or if you haven't drawn before, I used to not be a drawer. I used to not draw at all. And you might say to yourself, well, I'm not that kind of person, I'm not that good. But what I've seen from my own personal experience is that just like a sport or just like something you're learning, it takes practice. And if you wanted to get into drawing, I would really suggest looking at um, just grabbing a scratch pad, a piece of paper, and picking some things that you're interested in drawing and study them. Look at them. Um, when I wanted to draw Mario, I wanted to look at his key features. What makes Mario Mario? And of course, the hat and the overalls make Mario Mario. But there are other things. His mustache has these curved, round things. His brother Luigi has a more straight curve. It goes almost all the way across like this. He has a large round nose, you know. Eyes, of course, are actually different for different games. I kind of chose something like a mix between a Mario from a current game and a Paper Mario because I just wanted to make something interesting and fun this time. And once you get down to kind of practicing and learning and doing the things that you enjoy drawing, um, it starts to get a little easier. And you kind of see little things that you didn't notice before. You kind of start to say, "Oh, I didn't think about the fact that it looks this way," or "Oh, I didn't notice this before." And um, one of the great things about a program, whenever you load it in, is you can take a quick look all the way out like this and just say, oh, this looks good or this doesn't look good. And then you can also really quickly just get back into it, get right into those little details that you want to focus on. But yeah, if you're thinking about taking up any kind of creative endeavor, especially like drawing, like I said, I really think that you can't go wrong just grabbing a piece of paper and a pencil. And, oh, I know what's wrong. One moment. There we go. Much better. Actually, you know what? Let's fix this line. There. Alright, now we should be able to stretch this out. Ha! Success! And this is why I love art. I love this. I love painting and drawing because of this. You know, one of the things I used to think before I got into drawing and painting as a hobby um, was that, you make a mistake and that's it, you're done. I thought, well, with pencils you can erase it. That's great. But I thought, oh, but paint, you can't do anything. You can't erase paint once it's done, or you can't erase ink once it's done. But the really cool thing about art is that you can work around it, and working around it is actually part of the fun. Problem solving, it's really interesting. Painting, for example. One of the things I did not realize when I got into painting, like actual hand painting, not digital painting, was that you can take a mistake and paint over it very easily. I thought it would be much more difficult than it really was, and it wasn't. It wasn't not hard at all. Let me zoom this in. I need to make this come out. There we go. But yeah, it's not hard at all to fix paintings, to fix drawings, and fixing those things is part of the enjoyment of art. It's part of the fun. Um, if you're not a person who likes to go back and kind of fix things or be a perfectionist, I still think drawing is for you. But I think for me, a huge part of why I enjoy drawing and painting and anything else that's creative is that troubleshooting aspect. My wife always calls me a troubleshooter and a thinker, problem solver, troubleshooter, problem solver, and an idea man. That's what she calls me, an idea man. And I agree. I think that I whenever I get something in my head, I get really excited about it. How do you guys consider yourselves? What do you think of yourselves? I'd be interested to know. Definitely leave it in the comments. Let's see how it came out. Oh, very good. I think that we might have a winner here. Oh yes, look at that. Mario looks so happy, and I am so happy. Um, if you see this little area right here, this is the tools options. So for each tool, there's different options. For example, the eraser. My eraser, I feel like is too small for this, so I'm going to make it almost as big. No, I'm going to make it as big as the line was, 12 points, 12 pixels. And I'm just going to kind of get in here. And I love the eraser tool because it leaves a soft edge, which is really nice because you can just kind of click a couple times and make things go away. Oh, very good. One of the areas that I need to fix on this picture is these sharp corner lines. We're gonna be drawing in extra lines here in a little bit, so we don't want that to become a problem. There we go. Oh, that looks great. And now I think it is time to start drawing in some of the facial features. And I think we'll stop after we finish the face. I think that's a good stopping point for today. My hope is that I'll be able to share this project with you through a website, maybe like DeviantArt or something else. And I want to share the sketch, the original drawing, the line art, and then the finished product. And that way, if you wanted to edit or remix it your own way, I'd love to see that. I'd be really excited to see that. So, you know, if anything else, I really hope that I just kind of get to know about you guys, to learn about what you guys like, and to get excited to kind of share with your victories and your setbacks, because, you know, I think we all have a lot of good victories and setbacks as people. All right, let's add in a line here and here. And then very good. All right. Now I don't want to I'm making the outline of Mario himself a lot bigger, but I'm making the lines on the inside of Mario smaller. I always love the effect that that gives. It just really accentuates things and makes things pop. So let's see how that came out. So yeah, the smaller lines don't always come out as good, but that's okay because we're going to tweak it and make it work. So what I want to do is, this line's too square at the end for me. I don't like that. I'm going to make it taper off into a nice soft point like that. Oh yeah. Oh, too much. It's a little hard working with a mouse sometimes. And then we're gonna, oh, let's try that again. Real careful, soft erasing lines. Yeah, I think we might have a winner here. Let's see. Not bad at all. I think the last thing I want to do is take this pencil, make it a little bit smaller. Nope, not opacity. Size. Opacity, if you are new to programs like this, is almost basically how see-through or translucent something is. So if you make something with a lower opacity, then it's typically going to show through to other things, which is great if you're trying to do certain effects, or if you're trying to see something behind something else. In this case, I want to have full opacity though. I want to have nice strong lines. Now the eraser, on the other hand, I like how the eraser's edge has a little bit of an opacity to it. That's what I'm talking about. If you look closely, you can see how these lines, they don't erase just like a straight full erase, you know what I mean? Like, look, it's not erasing the whole dot. It's just doing little bitty bits. And it's doing them in gray because the opacity around the edges is lower, which I really like. Let's see how it came out. Look at that. I love it. Mario's nose looks really good. Yeah, just a little bit of tweaking. I might go back and mess with the nose a little bit outside of this video. We'll see. But right now, we're going to continue on. It looks really good. So let's do this part of the nose next. One. I really think we just need the 2 dots. Let's edit this. Bring this down. Pull this out a little bit. Really cool features these are. There we go. Stroke path. We're going to make it a 6 line. Alright, I think it's gorgeous. A little bit of tweaking, just like last time, but looks great. Came out very good. Alright, let's take our eraser now and just kind of, let's make it a little bigger. The nice thing about having a bigger eraser is that you can stroke a little bit further away from your line, and I don't worry as much about it going through the line like that, because it's a little bit easier. It's not as pinpoint precise. you can still definitely make mistakes, and you got to be careful with it. But there's always the undo button, which is one of my favorite things about any program is the undo button. Um, One of the things I always hated about school whenever I was a student, not as much as a teacher, but when I was a student is, you made that mistake on that test and you got it wrong. You couldn't say, "Oh, I see why I got it wrong." All you could do is say, "Oh, well, I failed. Maybe next time I can know for next time." I don't really like that about school. I never have. It's always struck me the wrong way. I'd much rather I'd much rather have an opportunity, like in most points of real life, to just kind of go back, to kind of experiment with it. And if it comes out good, then that's great. If there's a mistake there, you can fix it. Like with this nose. That might be it. Let's see. It's a little thin. I want to keep the line a little thicker there, so let's go back. Let's undo all that. There we go. Okay, let's try again. Like I said, I'm using a computer mouse to do this, which, I mean, I'm okay doing, but to me it's not as natural as using something like a stylus. My favorite styluses are the ones that have the pressure sensitivity with the direct tip on it. Something like a Bamboo tablet or the iPad Pros is an example. If you have the iPad Pro with the pressure sensitive stylus, you know what I mean. I don't really care for the rubber tipped styluses as much. So this is one of the only times I'm going to probably use the pencil in this video, just for a small line. And the reason is, just like I said, it's hard for me to do it with the mouse very well. Just kind of erase around the outside there. There we go. One of the things that's really nice about art is that, you can have a really great piece of art with very few details. But you can also have a really great piece of art with a lot of details. It's open to what you want to do. Sometimes just gonna take a step back and look at it, see how it looks. I like that. That came out very good. Now it's time to do the rest of his mustache. Mario, here we go. It's-a me, Mario. I'm ready. Let's do it. Let's see. So I'm gonna put a point here. Put a point here. Here. Up here. And here. Now let's move them around a little bit. Stretch it out just a little bit. Gosh, I love this tool so much. I've never used a tool like this before. I've seen them before, and when I was younger, like, I didn't really understand them. I didn't get the merit. But now that I've seen it in action, I've watched videos of people using it. Gosh, this tool is just wonderful. It's so great. It's so much easier than um, than going in and drawing it all again by hand. That is a pain. Oh, that is a pain. There we go. Yeah, Mario. Oh yeah, it's a me, Mario. There we go. Yeah, that looks great. We'll just take one line here. I think that is perfect. Alright, and of course we can just change it, fix it as we need to once we draw it in. Let's see how it looks. Oh yeah, very good. Oh, I'm very excited about that. Before I do the eraser though, I think I'm going to take my pencil and go ahead and draw these lines in. No. Come on. There we go. Now I'm going to take my eraser tool. Like I said, if you have any questions for me about drawing or, who I am, why I'm doing this, or if you just want to give me some support, give me some suggestions, I love it. Leave me a comment. I'm definitely very excited to do something like that. Oh yeah, this is coming out really good. Nope. Let's fix that. Nope, wrong direction. Let's try that again. Let's see. A little too thin. There we go. Yeah. Oh yeah, very good. I don't like this corner. It's a little too sharp. You know what? I think that came out fantastic. Just fantastic. All right. All right, let's do his eyes, ears, and hair, and I think we will call it a night. Okay, so I'm going to try this. I'm going to try to just do 2 path points here and see if that's enough. One here and one here. I'm still experimenting with it. It's definitely new to me. All right, up, and pull this side out, pull this side out. Let's see how that worked. I'm excited to see. I bet this will do it. I'm still kind of learning how many points I need to have and where they need to be. But I feel like I'm getting a lot better at it. Whenever I was doing my hat, I made quite a few more mistakes than what I'm making right now. So it's always exciting to know that you're kind of learning it and it's working. Oh yeah, that came out great. That came out great. All right, let's do his other eye now. That came out so good. Let's see. So we're going to start here. Oh, make sure I'm on design. I'm going to start here. See, I'm not sure where I want to start here. I guess I can do it like this. And then I'll make a lower one. So let me edit and pull this down. So on what I'm doing, if I'm not explaining it very well, is on the other eye, I only had the top half to deal with, so I only had to make that one half. The problem with this eye is his whole eye is showing, and so I have to make sure that both halves get drawn. And I don't want the lines to get squiggly or to mess up. So let's start with that. See how that came out. Stroke path. Okay, I'm happy with that. So let's make a new path. I know there's got to be another way to do it. I'll probably check out videos later. So design. I'm just going to meet up where I started here. And then we will edit. And we're just going to do what we did before. That is there we go. Now my problem that I have is I need to move this. No, I need to move it. No, I want to move the dot. Do I have to go to design? Is that what it is? Oh, that's what it is. So let's undo some of these. Z. No, let's redo that. Okay, so my problem is that this eye, you can see it kind of makes like a bounce. I don't want it to do that. So I'm going to go into design, and I'm going to move this dot. Now let's go back into edit mode. Oh, no. Yes, no, that's right. Very good. All right, and let's look at this eye. Look really closely at it. No, I think that's good. Let's try it. Here we go. Stroke path, 0.6.0. Not bad. I do need to go in and fix it a little bit. Just right here. The tiniest little bit. Good. And right in here. There it is. Oh, that's not bad at all. Let me kind of erase this. Like I said, I'm kind of a perfectionist, so if I see like little pixels that I don't like, I'm going to take care of them usually. Yeah, there you go, Mario. Let's put some soul in those eyes. Let's take another one of these tools. We're going to go 1, 2, and just like that. Stroke path, stroke, and another one. One of the things I don't know how to do yet, and I'm probably just new at this, is that I don't know how to take a stroke path. So I'm gonna, for example, I'm gonna take this stroke path. Let me take this stroke path real quick here. So yeah, I don't know how to take the stroke path, finish it off here. See, now I've got my stroke, and I want to make a new stroke path. Oh, you just click. See, that's embarrassing, but I didn't know how to do it. I didn't understand. I've been going off the tool and then back on the tool to make a new stroke path. Now I get it. But yeah, let's fill in these eyes. Right there. Right here. And then we're going to take our pencil and just kind of right like that. Oh yeah, I think his eyes came out really good. Oh, that's exciting. I'm very excited. Oh, Mario, your eyes look great. Oh, man. Fantastic. All right. Let's do his ears and hair and chin, and we will call it a night. Just fantastic. Look at that. Oh, I'm so excited about the eyes. Very good. And I'm not sure what I want to do with the eyes just yet. I'm not sure if I'm going to leave them like that, or if I'm going to add some more details later on. I really haven't decided how detailed I'm going to get with the coloring and the shading. I might make more than one project, more than one version of this. Oh, try that again. One that's a little bit more simple and one that has a little bit more complex shading. I haven't decided yet. I mean, that's the great thing about doing this kind of project. I get to decide. All right, so stroke path, 6 points. Now, one thing I haven't done yet is I have not tried making one like this. So let me give it a shot. Let's see how it comes out. So we're going to come out to here, and then out like this, down like this. Ooh, I don't know if I'll be able to do this. Let's see. So I think what I'm going to have to do is make a third part here. That's fine. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Now let's mess with this a little bit. No, let's do edit mode. There are differences between doing the edit, lets you add more dots, more paths to your, or more points to your path, whereas design is just kind of messing with the paths that you already have. So it's nice to have the option. But you have to go back to design to move your original points. Like that. Alright. So let's stroke it up. Let's see how it came out. Alright. I'm betting that I'm going to have to, tweak the corners a little bit. Like I said, I want nice, round corners for a lot of Mario. You know, for such a incredible hero that, you know, they portray him out to be, Mario is not a very threatening. He doesn't have a very threatening demeanor. He's very peaceful, you know. Bowser, on the other hand, big nasty lizard, dumb as a bag of rocks. Maybe that's just my opinion, but I mean, if a plumber can take him out, take care of him on a consistent basis, then he might need to rethink his career options. Fantastic. All right. Let's just do a couple of quick lines here. Selection tool, 1, 2, and see, like that, like that. Stroke. And I just want to see how it looks. Yeah, that came out great. Okay. And then we have 1, 2, 3. All right. Edit. Move this like that. And we're going to curve this one out slightly. Let's move this one up a little bit. Oh, no. Design. There we go. Okay, now let's see how that came out. Boom! Fantastic. Very good. I'm going to take my pencil tool and make this part of his hair a little bit more round. Eraser. Nope, not 15. Let's try 10. Yeah, I like that much better. There we go. You know what? I'm going to take the pencil tool and I'm going to make his hair go out a little bit more. Now I can erase around there. Oh, no. There we go. Very thin line for his hair. Oh, too much. I think we need to take off of this side. Yep. That's what it looked like. Fantastic. Look at you, Mario. Oh, just getting goosebumps here. It's the Mario. Boop. Boop. There we go. And one of the things I love about drawing is just how involved I get with it, I guess would be the way to say it. Um, it's just very relaxing to kind of set aside all of your problems from the day, and you may not even have problems, just you might have a lot going on, which I can definitely relate to. You know, I have 2 kids, a full-time job. You know, it's nice to be able to kind of take a moment. They talk about those adult coloring books as being, you know, therapeutic, and I can definitely see why. It's like I was doing therapy before they were even popular. There we go. Now I'm going to have this line come up like this. And just a little bit off there. But really more off their bottom. Actually, you know what? Let me get... Yeah, there we go. Nope, too much. Yeah. He's got a little bit of a dark spot under his chin here. A little bit too much. Like he was growing some stubble or something. Is it the angle I don't like? I don't know, I might have to tweak that. Since we've been working on this for so long, let's do that last line. Let's finish it off here. Oh, I know what it is. Hold on. I know what's bothering me. These thick lines to thin lines just drive me nuts. So take my eraser out now. There we go. Yeah, I like that much better. There we go. Yes, sir. Woohoo! Very good. Okay. You know, when I'm teaching online, I notice that I say to my students way too often, very good. I'm just always very good, very good, very good, very good. Trying not to let that habit spill over into my videos too much, because I mean I am excited, it is good, but I don't need to say very good every 5 seconds. Yeah, I'll have to mess with that later. I mean, it looks good, but there's just something that I'm looking at and I'm just not liking. I'll mess with that later. Or maybe once I get this line on or start messing with it, I'll like it better. There we go. Let's move you. I know what's going to happen with you. You're going to... Alright, let's try that. Yeah, see, that's too much. It's like Mario's got a double chin going on. He's not that old. Let's try that again. I think the problem is that this line, it's not very forgiving. Let's make it more round. Let's make this go more like that. I want to try that. Let's see how that comes out. Yeah, I like that better. There we go. Now it doesn't look like he has extra folds under his neck. Mario doesn't need extra folds. He's got enough to worry about. He's got to worry about the Bowser. What I'm doing right now is I think I might have figured out what I wasn't liking very much with it. I think that this line is just not as smooth as I like it to be. I think it's a little too choppy. Come on. You can do it, Sean. You can do it. You can do it. Do it. Pew, 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 pew. Oh, I think I did it. I am pretty happy about that. Guys, I think this is going to be it for now. Just fantastic. Mario came out great. His head's done. His outline's done. I could not be happier right now, and I really hope you're enjoying watching this. I know it gets a little slow, but you know that's the great thing about art. Just take your time, enjoy it, and I'll try to post up some more videos soon and try to put out some of the files for this here. So maybe if you want to try it yourself, you can get started. Like I said, the program is called GIMP. You can search GIMP. It's a pretty fun program. I really like it so far. And next time, I think we'll try to finish off Mario's body and maybe move on to the chain chomp or the bushes if we have time. Alright guys, thanks again, and goodbye.